This week's Parsha is Parshas Shemini. Parshas Shemini, one of the topics is the death of Nadav and Avihu. Nadav and Avihu were the prized children of Aaron, the Kohen Gadol, the head Kohen, and they were slated to be the leaders after Moshe and Aaron died. Unfortunately, they decided to bring a fire, their own fire, ignite the fire of the incense by the altar, the golden altar inside the Kodesh, inside the Holy, and therefore they were punished. There are several problems with what they did wrong, and there are several reasons given. I'm not going to get into every single detail, but just to focus on one specific idea. The Rishonim say that what occurred was that there were two altars, right? There was an altar inside the Holy, and there was an altar outside. There was the golden altar, and there was the copper altar. The fire that was supposed to consume both the incense and the sacrifices on the exterior altar was supposed to come down from the heavens, eat up, consume the incense inside the Holy, then travel from the inside altar to the outside altar, consuming the sacrifices on the exterior altar. Now, the hope of the Jewish people was that they would merit having this fire coming down from Shemayim, from the heavens, because that would be a symbol of Hashem's acceptance of their goodwill, of what they did, of the building of the tabernacle. And we do see actually in this week's Parsha that when the fire did come down, the Jewish people not only were overwhelmed, they even sang. They sang a song of praise because they were so excited about the fact that they were now accepted. Their efforts, their goodwill was accepted by Hashem, and the symbol of that was the fire. Now, the biggest problem with the sin of Nadav and Avihu is that it's actually a mitzvah. Even though there is this miracle in the tabernacle and so in the temple that the fire came down from the heavens, there is a mitzvah for the hedyot, for the normal, to go and light the fire. It says it explicitly in the Torah, and it's brought in halacha. But still they were punished for bringing their own fire. What's the difference? Why are they being punished if that's exactly what it says in the Torah to do, that it's a mitzvah, they were doing a mitzvah? So the answer is that, yes, it would have been a mitzvah on any other day but the inauguration of the tabernacle. They, Nadav and Avihu, saw in the Torah that it says it's a mitzvah to bring fire on your own, to light the fire on your own of the incense. And because of that, they acted. The problem was that they never asked their Rebbe, Moshe, whether or not they should actually do that. Moshe had the knowledge that he knew that in the day of the inauguration was very important that the fire should only come down from the heavens, because that fire would be the symbol to the Jewish people that their efforts, their goodwill, like we said, the building of the tabernacle found favor in God's eyes. And therefore he wanted the fire to only come down from the heavens. Now they did not ask their Rebbe, and they decided to bring it on their own. Therefore, there's a combination of reasons. First of all, they brought a foreign fire because just on that day, they should not have brought their own fire, despite normally that being a mitzvah. And second of all, because they didn't ask the Rebbe. Third, they bring down is that there's a issue with, because they came into the temple, into the tabernacle, drunk. They had drunken wine, and the reason for that we won't get into. But anyway, the idea here is that their mistake, despite being right, was based on the fact that they did not ask specific direction from their Rebbe Moshe, and therefore they were punished. Just a quick question. On the beginning of the parsha, it says that Aaron HaKohen, before bringing the sacrifices for the entire congregation, had to bring sacrifices for himself and his family. And the verse uses a very, very strange wording. It says, "V'aseis chatascha ves oilasecha," do your sin offering and your oil offering. V'chaper ba'adcha uva'ad ha'am, and atone for yourself and the entire congregation. And the question is obvious. This is his personal sacrifice, 2 sacrifices brought for him and his own family. And then it says immediately afterwards, for you and for their entire nation. Well, if it's his personal sacrifice, why is it talking about that this will be a kapara, an atonement for the entire people, for the whole nation? Have a good Shabbos.